Hey, good morning, and thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, let's touch on a couple of things which can help us to think and reevaluate and how we see our life, and then what is the attitude that we should take on a daily basis for each and everything we do on a daily basis. Let's say if you want to live an extraordinary life, which is that everyone aspires to at some point of time, as you progress your life and realize what matters most to your life, it is on your terms. You want to live how you want to live, be it happy state or be it in a miserable state. It's all up to us. Now that may sound cliche, but it's all comes down to the mindset you carry on daily basis and how you improve on what's happening around you, no matter your situation, right? And it may not be easier said and done, like someone who's looking for a job, or someone who has a financial difficult situations, or someone who has no education, and then probably the place you are come from and the circumstances you are. So there are so many variables over there for you to see how you want to see your life. But at the same time, if you are just a little bit open to the life and possibilities and look around you and see where can you do the best with what you have. Obviously, it takes it's a process. It's never going to be like, okay, you decide one day, wake up and then say I want to be this, I want to be that, and it's never going to happen. So irrespective wherever you are, but the idea is for you to not to rub or get too much into the negativity. We can always crib, complain, and many things about what's not happening in our life. But then, if you closely look, there is something, at least one thing that you can be grateful, you could be grateful, and you will be grateful if you closely look into the things what you have right now. Maybe not all of them are in a positive way of going it, but then that one aspect of being grateful to what you have, and also working towards like how can I do better in what I have and the resources what I have, is something, that attitude we should always bring to our daily lives. Now the second important thing is, if you stay negative, continually stay negative, listen negative, and then probably the things or odds are that you see the next level is, or chances are very slim. Now when you stay negative, you're going to have an interactions with the negative people, you're going to rub off that negativity on others. So it's a ripple effect on all this negativity which is flowing. So it's not only that you as an individual is not pulled down into that dirt mud and inside that hole of the negativity, but you're also pulling down many of people, though they may have one or two positive things. So that's something that I would really want to avoid. So in case if you're really going through a lot of negative situations in your life, or things are not happening, but at least don't talk about it, or at least maybe talk about it, I mean, like to the right person, definitely yes, but not to the 10 different people what's going wrong in your life and how you're not being able to take it further, and so on and so forth. So what happens is that in that way there's so much of psychological effects will happen. So say that it's many motivational speakers say that you are the sum and total of the 5 to 10 colleagues you are surrounded with. So if you look around your circle and see, are you looking up to them, are you equal to them, or they're also dragging like how you're dragging life. So looking up to something, and that's only can push you to reach to the next level. I'm not saying to compete with anybody else, but if your circle is, there's a wonderful saying, if you mix around the people who are miserable, who is financially broke, whose relationships are scattered, you're already in the list, or probably you will be one of them. But at the same time, you see or meet or mingle with someone who is positive, who is optimistic about the life, who talks about the positiveness and then encourages you one on other ways that you could do better. Something association can definitely lift you to the next step of your life. I'm not saying that from 0 to 100 you'll reach one day, but I think these are the daily practices that we should always keep in our mind and stay focused. At the same time, if you're negative, at least stay for yourself. Don't rub this to the others, because probably the one person has some positive things you're also pulling down on your mud. As we can always say, there's a wonderful line I heard a couple of days back, that when you go to the mountains, when you go to the beautiful places where you see, not all the trees are alike, not all the flowers are alike, not all the the landscapes are alike. And I think that diverse mix of these mountains and the trees and the flowers makes the whole being lift up when you look at those kind of scenes. Now, we may or may not understand, so why don't we also look into that way of we are all in a diverse mindset, we are all having a diverse views, we're not all the same. And many people say that then we expect all the wonderful things in one person, which may or may not be true, that we should be also look at how many wonderful things that you live up to, stay up to, and keep a line up to that, so that when we look into ourselves and how many negative things that we have, we may or may not understand. But at the same time, it's the same thing for each and every one of us we come across or we interact with, or maybe there are some positive things and most of them are negative. So most of them are positive things and some of them are negative. So it's never going to be the mix of 100 things that you can be wow from each and every person. But at the same time, understanding that, like anything else, that we have a different views of life, different understanding of the life, different interactions that we go through can enhance our experiences and live up to certain aspirations to move further in life. And everything we do is what is all about this diverse thing, let's say. So it's a wonderful way of saying that God created these mountains and trees and different varied of interests, different music, different sports. Not everyone likes one sport, not everyone likes one music, not everyone likes 100 places in the world. Probably one or two catches their eye. So looking at how this wonderful earth is built up and the things which we see so beautiful when we travel around the world, the same thing, we all have a different interests, different varieties, we're a mix of different diverse things, with the food we like, the places we like to enjoy, and everyone has a different view. So having that little bit of understanding to see, like, you can't expect 100 things in one person. It's something that you always should look forward to when you're interacting with the new people. At the same time, looking at your own weaknesses and then how you can do better in that areas also, which help you. So we are all diverse. So keep that in mind in your further interactions, before you're being judgmental to the people, or before you're hard on the people, even though they are not up to what you're expecting to. So that's something that I wanted to leave with. Last but not least, we like the wonderful quote I heard from Tony Robbins: our choices shapes our destiny. Our choices shapes our destiny. So whatever we decide today, however we decided 5 years back, and that trajectory changes. So what choices you make today makes a lot of difference. And then yes, you may not see the forecast or see the future 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, where you will be heading to. But at the same time, having a little bit of vision beyond what your present situation is something that you should always look forward to. And correcting your course as you move along is something that we always should aspire to, as long as we happen to breathe in this planet Earth. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps, and stay well, stay blessed, and talk to you soon.